I guess if you share the OBS, then it would actually show.
Greetings, Dash League. I am your host, Jake from State Farm, and I am joined in the lobby by the one, the only. Identify yourself.
War nurse. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Hello, Criselda what? Zapata? Is that how you pronounce that?
The what?
I was trying to figure out who was talking in the comments and trying to pronounce their last name, but I'm terrible with last names, so.
Zapata? Zapita? Something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Either way, Jello.
Yes, she says Jello. Jello is actually pretty good. I really like Jello.
All right. Well, let's look at these teams that we have up here right now. It looks like we finally have a full lobby between Jstr and HAXX.
We sure
Jester's
do.
lining up with Cosine, Propaganda, Humbles, Bible Crusader, and Don't Talk to Me. I don't know who Don't Talk to Me actually is, because I do not believe that is a rostered play underneath their team, so I think they aliased at the last minute and were unable to change back. I'm going to try to pull up their roster real fast just to take a quick peek.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Dustsaw, Bird Fever, Goofball, K-Bomb, Phase, Asterisk,
That
and Top Dog.
that could be Savitar. Because they have been playing the past few matches.
Yeah, Savitar. They got Savitar underneath their thing. It says Asterisk / Savitar.
And I'm thinking that Don't Talk to Me could be Savitar.
Savitar, yeah.
But we'll find out eventually. And
Just don't talk to him.
yeah, just don't talk to him. It's simple as that.
And then on the HAXX lineup, we have Drevny, Lali Ali, 69, UK Matty, and Rocky James. We got two good lineups on both sides. I'm excited to get this off, and this is going to be a sprinter tier match.
Huh. I wonder where Drevny's from. Because, well, I guess he's... I'm trying to think. Why do 4 of the HAXX members get green, yellow ping on New York? That's crazy. I guess it's just like the server location.
Yeah, Bible Crusader is hurt right now. The only one on their side is Drevny. That looks like he's really hurting.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty even. Although, Don't Talk to Me and Propaganda and Crusader all kind of having yellow to green.
Loss.
Yep.
Is this going to be? We are doing server changes.
I believe so. Yeah, because HAXX is a Amsterdam team.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe there was a possible.
I mean, it could be possible, but I'm pretty sure almost all of them have Amsterdam listed on their roster thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Unless they decided to do something else. Okay, Savitar is Don't Talk to Me.
They've confirmed this?
Yep. They sent a message in the little chat.
All right. Well, I'll try to remember Savitar whenever we mention Don't Talk to Me. And today's maps are going to be Launchpad, followed up with a Waterway. And if we need a tiebreaker, it sounds like we're going to have a double control point if we get that far.
We sure will. Everybody loves double CP.
Oh, you better believe it.
You better believe it, buddy.
I'm still upset that we don't have our logos up. We got Night Runner instead. Not that I have a problem with Night Runner. What is Night Runner?
It's fine. Although I definitely wish we had some logos up, but
there's a lot of Night Runners. What I'm trying to get at.
Let's see, Night Runner. Another one.
Reachers. And there's also Racer.
But I keep clicking the wrong
Lots
button.
of Night Runner.
I keep thinking space is going to lift me in the air.
Yeah, yes. I do the same whenever I'm not on the drone for a while. I'll hit the space thinking up, but that's not
Well, I
that
keep
on
thinking
this
that I'm
one.
like in Minecraft, and I realize that I'm not in Minecraft.
It is the E and Q keys.
Yep.
All right. So do we have a poll up or anything like that? Does chat have a
I probably should put a
prediction on who's
poll
going to
up.
win? And look at this action. Look at this. Jester's got a whole little ritual going on over here, bowing down to the button.
Payload win. Jstr. HAXX.
And yes, you're right, Grum. There has been a few aliases in the past few matches. All right, everybody submit your votes. And we will try to remember to close the poll as the match begins.
Well, you better hurry up and vote. I guess they might get started soon.
I think we're probably okay to keep it open just up until, they start. At the beginning of the countdown.
Oh, looks like
Here
we're
we
going.
are. Yeah, we could probably leave it up for this, 30-second
Yeah, we'll leave it up for
setup.
Go ahead and get
Lolly Ali's probably going for rockets, I would imagine. No. Interesting. I was going to say, I want to say he usually does, what, rockets and shotguns? Or...
Usually, yep.
All right, and here we go.
I should have checked this earlier, but...
Blue player just snuck right by the Lolly. Oh, there, he found him. And don't talk to me. He's already pushed up. I already forgot his name. Something R.
Savitar.
Savitar. Reminds me of the Rugrats little old dinosaur thing. I don't remember the name of it. Something Territar. I don't know. But he's pushed up and he's keeping him back long enough for Cart to get forward a bit, but there is still one player behind in the house that they're having two players now that they're having trouble with. Shocks are finally down by Bible Crusader. Cart's about moving. Bible Crusader was attempting to try to lock down the house, but is taken out by 69, so we still have players hanging out in the house. They are double stacking Cart. I wonder if they know that those are rockets, but Bible Crusader is able to get those down before rockets are able to do any more damage to the Cart, and we have more forward presence from Jstr. Just kidding. Oh, nice shot. And then... Ooh... There's two double. Was that two double kills from rockets on 69 right there? Maybe they've learned their lesson. There's two rockets up right now. Jester's finally able to get on Cart. I don't know. Did they get both rockets? No, they did not. No, it looks like they did. A Crusader pushing off in the back to try to keep the rockets down. And is taken out by UK Maddie, who's taking the shotgun flank to get up to Cart. Gets Humbles down. It's like Cart's going to be down, and Red Side's got a nice little hold that they're start. Oop, no. UK Maddie kills himself on Cart. It looks like rockets were able to wipe out blue side. Jstr has some people pushed a little far forward. They're way past where the rockets were. I wonder if Humbles is going to chase him. Not today. Let's see. Got two on Cart. Ali snuck behind him and got a couple of picks off. Drevny's trying to keep the hold down while the rest of the team catches up. Cart keeps on moving. Rockets are still up, though. Rockets are low, and Propaganda is able to take down the Rockets. And we got a little bit of cart movement out of that. Drevny and Lali Ali are trying to get another hold established. One sneaks by on a cart with another one to back him up. The Rockets are back up, but is unable to kill the person on cart, but did clear cart. And we got a tiny group up happening right now from Jstr, it looks like, in-house, while HAXX is still trying to get their bearings together. We got a nice little push, and that looks like that's going to be, just right there, so close to a checkpoint with 1 minute 50 seconds, and it looks like another group up already happening with Jstr. 4 people all together. It doesn't look like they're going to have much of a chance to hold them, and there's the checkpoint. Oh, no, that was not the checkpoint.
Oops.
I'm seeing checkpoint on the screen. Now we got a checkpoint. And there's no HAXX players behind, so Jstr is control of everything behind him. They can just get a hold of this try and keep a good hold. That cart should fly. Right now, the thing that I'm seeing on HAXX's side is a lot of trickling in, being met up with 2 or 3 Jstr players at a time. And if they're going to want to get some people to cart or behind cart, they're going to have to push a little bit closer together. There's a big battle going on in Tri, just trading kills left and right. But Jstr is having HAXX is having a very hard time getting around Jstr at Tri. It looks like they've almost cleared them all out. There's one left behind, and if they're able to get this small group of people over to cart, they should be able to make a quick stop. There we are. And we got, well, we had 2 Jstr players around cart, and one of them backed off. And that allowed, double kill. Nice, UK Matty. There's a third. 4th. He's on a 7 kill streak. And goes down to Humbles. I shouldn't have said nothing. I'm sorry. All right. They were having cart double stacked. Where's the rockets at? We need some HAXX rockets in here to bring a stop to this double stack. Which Jester's not really allowing that forward presence at all from HAXX. They're stopping them pretty much in Tri before they can even completely get to the rockets to get them up. And it looks like they're slowly starting to thin out the Jstr players here. As cart come to a stop and there's only one person around, and it looks like he's on cart. He managed to get to where he needed to, and his team caught up to him. Rocky James pushing past everyone. Bible Crusader turning around and going back for the kill. That's unusual. UK Matty's able to take out Bible Crusader, and it looks like they're about to get a wipe on Jstr. There's only 2 left, and UK Matty kills them both at the same time. All right, now let's see if Jstr can get us another small group upcoming. It looks like we have one pushing past the rest of the team, while the rest of the team has a group right there in shotgun with one off of main. And one on cart with 3 behind them. Jester's definitely got their group ups down, but they're not getting too much pressure from HAXX to prevent these group ups. HAXX is holding back closer to cart. It's not going to work out for them if they keep doing that and don't change up a little bit of strategy here in a bit, because it's going to be those group ups like that's going to be it's going to allow them to get pushes past this doorway here. All in all, killing power looks to be about the same on both sides, though. So that's the big difference. It looks like is the kind of the effort of the group ups.
Definitely not seeing the...
It doesn't look like a lolly. Oh, maybe he does know cart's moving.
It seems like HAXX is kind of giving the respect to Jstr and not really doing much for disrupting, you know, into their spawn, so...
Yeah, that's a fair thing. But having a huge group up of the same strong players is not easy either.
Yeah.
But it is nice not to see the entire team pushing past cart, because that's a big mistake as well. It's whenever you have too many people pushed away from cart and then one sneaks by and gets a massive push. Rocky James with his SMGs. I believe somebody in the chat said to watch out for that.
Ooh.
Oh, that was nasty. Looks like we're getting a small group up right outside of try. They kind of trickled. They had a small group and then one push forward. Oh, there they are. They're all together again. Let's see what kind of damage they can do. Looks like HAXX is able to wipe them. And they're trying to get that forward presence around try. And they get wiped.
Oh my
gosh.
Matty
just went off at the distance. Did you see that?
That was almost around that corner.
Yeah, they're really pushing it. Once they make that corner, it gives the blue side Jstr pretty. It makes it a lot easier to push the cart because that windshield's facing towards the spawn for HAXX, and you have to use a few extra dashes just to get to where you can get a good angle on the cart.
Here, let me see if I can turn up game sounds.
It's basically turned at this point. I mean, there's a little bit more of a curve to it, but right there, it's plenty of protection. So as long as they can get a hold of that bunker and get a couple people on cart, that cart could still reach 100% with the 40 seconds they have left. It is very possible. They got time for one, maybe two more group ups. And maybe with an overtime push, we could see if one of the teams actually hit 100%, and then that's going to have to really push HAXX to beat their time. And this is the New York server, so this will be Jstr's preferred server.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
With 2 seconds on the clock, one person by cart did not get the overtime. 93%. Well done. Now let's see if HAXX can follow up Jstr.
Switching sides. Prepare to start.
6 seconds left. Okay, he's coming. I was gonna say, what's 3 doing back there? It's going the wrong way. Oh, nice. It's a long chase right there. We still got 3 Jstr players around cart. We have 1 HAXX player pushed up a bit. No, he's not. I was looking at the map. No, I was looking at it right. He was pushing up a interesting, a little bit past where I would have. But they almost have all of the Jstr players. There's still 1 more right there at cart, and then after this one, hopefully they can get sight lines held up and get a good push to make up for some of that time. Still very early. Nice job, UK. He's got pretty strong control of the shield room. We see 1 going main rail. Looks like a lot of them are starting to push main rail. UK Matty has a couple coming in. 1's gotten behind cart. He's got a pick. It's 2 picks. We're able to get cart back up, but we've already got some rockets up in the area. Yeah, that was an interesting. That was a pretty good shot, Humbles.
Humbles is a very, very solid Rocketeer, so it's not surprising at all.
No, it's not. But either way, I just don't see how people still manage to hit the cart whenever they go behind a wall. It's insane to me. But I am not a Rocketeer either, so.
They work their magic.
But either way. Anybody that can hit cart consistently is impressive in my mind. But whenever you can do it without even seeing cart, that's just even more impressive. I'm okay with rockets, but I am not the Rocketeer. Alright. HAXX isn't not making bad time, though. They're right about on pace, maybe about 10-ish seconds behind. I don't remember where Jstr was whenever they hit this point, to be honest. But they're double stacking and definitely making up for the time. They do not seem to be too threatened by their rockets at the moment, which have just been taken out. We still have a double stack go. Okay, there it went. I was going to say, I think they learned their lesson there, but... They got a good little push right there.
Oh, great double kill.
There's a double pick. Oh, I seen a suicide about to happen.
Ooh. That's some
Nice
great
rocket.
forward disruption by HAXX getting the rockets.
That's the thing about also disrupting rockets. You don't always have to kill them, even if you just get them to where they're running from cart. Generally, that
If
alone
you just
can-
push them back, you know, you
that's
can get
enough
a lot
to
of
get a
movement.
push. Exactly, and that's something I think some people happen to miss, definitely in the lower tiers, is just because the Rocketeer doesn't go down does not mean that you can't get a push whenever your disruptor pushes rockets. Unless you just have like one of those Rocketeers that are so good at evading and still attacking cart while being chased. I don't know that I've seen that happen often. I'm not going to say I haven't seen it happen, but that would be like one of those situations. Like, those are your top-end Rocketeers there. And I would say I've only seen like 2 or 3 that's like that. I know Push and Lobster Master are probably going to be some of my favorite Rocketeers.
Lobster is
No,
a
I
very,
don't.
very good Rocketeer. They're also very good at evading. But
He is.
Push
And what
was,
was it?
Push was one of those that
Doctors-
he could just hide, and you would never find him.
There's that and just how he slings that one rocket. And then there's Dr. What's his name?
Dr. Guy, very, very
Dr.
solid
Guy.
Rocketeer.
Yes,
We got owned by him yesterday, so
Oh, you did? You see those one-handed rockets just coming down one after another, and that is checkpoint. All right, they're it's a very close game. Jstr, it was about I think 30-ish, 40-ish seconds ahead of HAXX at this point, if I remember correctly. did just watch another game, so I may be getting the scores mixed or times mixed up from the time that they went in there between the two, but it's definitely going to come down to a very close match. It's not an obvious on who's gonna take this by any chance at this moment. Way too early to tell or to make any solid predictions. And right now, it's one of the difference I am seeing here is Jstr was able to prevent HAXX from even touching card at this point, where you do see a few Jstr players sleeping past HAXX, but at the same time, the cart hasn't completely really stopped for any considerable time, and there's a lot of double stacking going on that's making up for time as well, so it makes it very difficult to say which one has the upper hand at the moment.
I've definitely seen a lot more presence around cart on behalf of Jstr compared to HAXX,
Yes.
so I'm liking
at this earlier sign. But HAXX is bringing the cart right back up as soon as it's going down.
Yeah, they're cruising right now.
Ooh.
Killed by a cosine.
I know. Oh. I
I'm
thought
trying to figure
cosine was
out,
going to
is
die
he
to the
like
first
sitting
one.
down, or I think he's sitting down.
Might be.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Oh. Great rockets by Humbles. Ooh, they're pushing him.
Yeah. This match is starting to slowly make a turn.
Oh.
There's still one Jstr player up and around cart contesting HAXX. We got 3 in round try. Bible Crusader are able to get a couple of picks. And there's the first hold around try, which, I mean, they've already had a couple other hold prior, which doesn't happen super often. This is usually where things start to slowly get harder and harder for blue side to keep the cart moving. The further you get away from that shotgun door.
Ooh, great shielding.
There's a lot more shield users popping up this season, I feel like. I mean, I've seen other shield users, but I'm seeing a little bit more and more utilization of it. And I know that I've seen like other people, like I said, I've seen other people use it, but I haven't seen people use it super consistently.
I'd say one of the better shield users right now is Raven on fire. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Very, very
I
solid.
played him a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Until they get good rockets in there.
Yep. That's shocks and rockets and people who know where to shoot are the big
That is true, but I will say Raven is very good at covering the majority of his body. There is times that he pokes his head out a little too much. But usually you only get pretty much the feet to shoot at for him. Depends on how much he decides to play peekaboo to shoot at you.
right.
We got double rockets back up. This is looking like it's starting to look pretty grim for HAXX at the moment.
It's possible.
It's still possible to reach. It is you are 100% correct. But we've got a solid hold over here at try. Granted, they did wipe out a couple of the Jstr players, leaving 2v5 at the moment.
Ooh,
And the Rocketeer goes down. You may make me eat my words. Let's see. We do got some court movement. But there's already one person meeting up and trying to prevent any further group ups down the line, which he just went down. And well, he still hit a cart, but he's down already.
I think just the
We got
difference here is
basically
the
a-
forward disruption. It's causing
There
a
is
lot of
forward
problems.
disruption. And right now, HAXX is starting to trickle. They had a natural group up, and then they just all kind of trickled down the rail at the last moment. I'm not sure. One's still in their spawn at the moment, but I don't think he's... Yep, there he goes.
Good kill by Zaya.
Zaya?
She's propaganda.
Oh! Gotcha.
I don't know how I remember that, but I did, so.
Nice. And more trickling coming in. We have the 1 minute warning. And about probably 9-ish% left to go. And they were able to wipe all the forward presence and get a tiny group, but this might be either the last group or the second to the last. But they're already pushing some people forward, preventing future group ups.
Oh, he was on cart and then he jumped off.
Wow. Well, cart's moving right now, but that didn't last too long. And with 10 seconds left, this is going to be the last push.
Oops.
Already being met with resistance. They may not even see the cart. One got to at least look at it right before he goes down.
Wow.
And that is going to be the match with HAXX. With Jstr taking the Launchpad, 93 to 86%. And then looking at the boards, it looks like our top killer is going to be Don't Talk to Me with 96 kills. And then on HAXX side, it's going to be 84 kills going to UK Maddie. Also, top scoring is going to be Don't Talk to Me with the 11,876 points, followed by Humbles, Propaganda, Cosign, and Bible Crusader. On HAXX side, UK Maddie is top scoring, followed by Drevny, 69, Lolly Ali, and Rocky James. And we're going to be seeing a server swap here in just a moment. To follow up with a Waterway.
Waterway.
And looking at the kills between them, there is a tiny bit, it's not significantly different, but Jstr does have a tiny bit of an upper hand. But again, this is their home server.
Yep.
So I feel like the server swap is going to make a huge difference.
Yes. Very much so. Despite the payload score really wasn't that different, but.
It wasn't, but it could have been a little closer.
It definitely could have been.
At the same time, I feel like this map's going to be about a lot of strong killing power, and the server swap may definitely tip the scales towards HAXX. But we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
If they do win, we get to look forward to a double control point.
We sure do. It's going to be good, too. I love that I don't have to pause the screen anymore. Here, let's just share the password. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
that felt so foreign to me. It's like before I always had to make sure that I wasn't like sharing the password for the match, and then now it's just like, yeah, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, it is nice.
Nice little update from Triangle Factory.
It's also nice that they added in there. Like, it's annoying, but I actually appreciate it more than it annoys me. And that's whenever you're getting ready to leave the game, and it's like, are you sure? It's like, yes.
Are you positive?
Whenever it's not usually a problem unless you own the lobby and you're trying to return to lobby. That's usually whenever I accidentally leave the lobby. It's like, yes, quit game. I was like, wait, I didn't mean like just me. I meant let's take us back to lobby.
It's like I don't actually want to leave.
No. Hey, can somebody give me my crown back? Your own lobby fills up and you can't even get back into your own lobby.
That's a low point right there.
Yes, it is. You just open up a new one. You just kind of sit there all alone while your other lobby's popping.
Oh, hey, look, HAXX is in the chat. That's cool.
Nice.
Yo, HAXX had his first league match in like a year, I think, last week or something like that.
What team was he on? I remember seeing him.
He's on
a
Thug.
map. It's Thugs?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
and it looks like we have... Is this the same lineup? It looks like the exact same lineup.
I don't
just
think
different server.
No changes. Just got that 120 millisecond ping right now.
Yeah.
That's insane. Almost all of HAXX was green on New York, and almost all of them are green on Amsterdam.
Oh, we have a drop. The biggest difference is Drevany is no longer red being.
Yep. Now
and
he's
then all the
just
Americans
slightly
are
better.
also yellow.
Yep. But
everybody else is still green.
might be seeing a little bit of post dash.
Just a few.
Just a couple. I should put a poll in the chat.
I think we should. I'll have to say the worst post dashes is whenever you're like 2-3 dashes down and you get killed from before you started dashing. It's like,
What? It's like, when did that happen?
How can I get 2 or 3 dashes in before it registers a death? Like, that should not be a thing. I mean, usually it's like middle of your first dash, but sometimes
you have like a full route and then you're just like, oh wait, you're dead.
it's them Australians. Shots from around the world.
They do it in the future. It's like you're dashing and then they kill you in the future. It's like the...
They always told me my past would catch up to me. All right. I like this. It's the same lineup. I just hope the batteries are going to hold in for the double control point that we might be seeing here in a bit.
We might.
I think it, like, looking at the killing power, I mean, don't get me wrong. It definitely could still go either way. They're very tough teams together, but I think this server swap's going to make a huge difference. And I feel like it's going to give HAXX a little bit of an edge to what we've seen on that Launchpad. Which means double control point. And then now that double control point's also only 250 and not 300, that's also a little bit of a battery saver. That saves you almost 2 whole minutes of time. More than that, actually, but collectively, at minimum, 2 minutes. Let's see.
Oh.
What just happened?
I guess they're... Maybe they're letting another captain host the lobby. Ah.
That should make it fun. Let's
Lovely. I love switching servers multiple times. It makes me so happy.
This is where they're like, hey, let's actually go back to the other one. The other one was better.
It doesn't really make a difference who hosts the server, so...
No.
Because it's all... It's all Triangle Factory.
It is all Triangle Factory.
It's all dim servers.
There's triangles everywhere. Also, I only see 1 like right now. I think we're feeling a little unloved at the moment. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I see plenty of commenters in the chat. There's at least 8 votes, but 1 like. You gotta show a little bit of love for the Dash League.
Come on, somebody like the video, or I'm gonna find you and...
Fine, I'll like it.
I'm gonna put a horse with no body in your bed. You ever seen The Godfather before?
I have not. I know
There's a scene in that movie where the Italian mafia dude puts a dead horse in somebody's
dead
bed.
horse head.
Yep.
Yeah, I know about that part. And
Yeah.
I heard it's one of the ones where the second one's actually might be better than the first one.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, the second one is
Well-
definitely better, but I mean it's a good series overall.
Yeah.
Ray in VR says Square Factory win.
Show me one triangle.
Wins the Square Factory.
There's literally triangles everywhere.
Literally, there's a
In fact, there's
triangle right there.
there's a lot less squares if you discount the tiles.
There's a triangle right
Every
there.
every other thing has weird shapes.
What's the term? It's like, I guess these are more obtuse. Or I guess maybe that one's obtuse.
Those would be acute, right?
Yeah.
No, I guess it would
Is it
be
acute?
an obtuse angle.
Dude,
There's one obtuse angle.
I haven't taken geometry in like 15 years, so.
Yeah. I just know acute's below 90 and obtuse is above 90.
Yep.
So I
Okay,
guess it would depend on which angle you're looking at. Which
Yeah.
corner. There's 2 acutes. But I think you're thinking of isosceles.
I don't even know what that means anymore. It's like, what does it mean?
I have no idea. It was just something I pulled out.
E
They
flat?
made 2 triangles. Sounds like a scam to me. Look, even the little board that we're currently looking at is in the shape of a triangle.
Right?
If you look at it from above, see?
This is
Triangle.
definitely a tried and true triangle right here.
More triangles.
They're everywhere.
It's like there was a factory of triangles.
These are triangles
Triangle.
too. Look at these triangles.
Do you ever wonder if their factory is in the shape of a triangle?
Dude,
I've seen
it
what
might
the
be.
inside of their I've seen what the inside of their warehouse looks like, but I don't. But is the building in the shape of a triangle? Because it does look like it could potentially be triangular.
I'm gonna look at it on Google
A
Maps.
little bit of it. Not like a perfect triangle, because it definitely is more squared off than that. But it looks like there could be like 3 or 4 different triangles mushed together to make one.
Wait, where
Oh,
are they?
Jester's doing their dance.
Oh my gosh!
We're missing it. There it is.
That's so funny.
Oh,
they're blowing
yeah.
hearts.
I love it. If that doesn't make you like this video, I don't know what will.
Right.
Match starts in 3.
And here we are off with Propaganda or Zaya Princess Warrior, depending on what you know her by.
Red takes B.
And she misses the button, but is able to go back for it, hits the health. We have a strong presence of red at B at the moment, and they are pushing out to C. Stopped by Rocket James, and one still around. Traveny did not get the message. He missed that memo, and finally we're able to clear out Jstr. But we do have... Actually, I had it right. I'm looking at the minimap backwards.
Oh, I forgot about Bible Crusader rocket or snipers.
Oh, I didn't know he sniped that often.
He's actually pretty solid at it too.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't put much past him. If he was to pick up just about any one of the weapons, I'd be scared of him with it. He's a pretty solid player all around. He's very well rounded. Not like the triangles of the factory. And now we got a nice heavy Jstr presence at B, and they are... Ooh, maybe. We could get maybe a couple more, and they lost that little bit of a hold. But you still have a couple of players fighting over B. And that's a lot of HAXX players going down. They're able to take the Jstr player out of their base and reset. But now they have a HAXX. Never mind. How'd he kill himself? Was he holding a rocket? I was shocked. What would it just happen there? Where's that self-destruct button when you need it?
It's somewhere. I gotta find it.
It's fine. Humbles is doing some work over there in HAXX's base at the moment, though. There's a countdown for HAXX. They weren't able to hold it. It looks like they lost B, and we have a countdown for Jstr. Jstr does still have a presence in HAXX's base, but HAXX is trying to push out to B. It looks like they're going to get it. They got two players trying to secure B, and one pushing out to theirs. We're probably about to see a countdown for HAXX, and there it is, and they weren't able to hold it. But it's in their own base. Well, now it's on both bases. Jester's about to get another countdown, and HAXX is able to reobtain their own button and clear out their base. And Jester's doing pretty strong work right now. They're definitely keeping heavy pressure on HAXX's base at the moment. I don't know if this passive, it's not super passive, but they're not nearly, HAXX is not as aggressive as Jstr. And that's going to go with both the Waterway and what I can see so far at the beginning of this first round in Waterway. Though we have seen countdowns on both sides, so some strategies are definitely doing something, but which one's going to take the win on this? And we have one HAXX player in Jester's base, followed up with another. B is now being secured by, well, it was two Jstr players, and that might be a... Nope, wasn't able to make it over. But right now, Jstr was hurting, and there's all the HAXX players who are in their base at that moment. There's a countdown for HAXX.
Uh-oh.
And there it is. With only one Jstr players up, Humbles was not able to get to B in time. The killing power is definitely showing to be a lot stronger on HAXX's side at the moment. Got one HAXX player hanging out over there in Red's base. He's doing some work. Who is it? Lali Ali, I believe. He just wiped out most of their team. The only thing they can need to do is try to help secure B, and they can get another countdown here very quickly. There, oh, they lost. Oh, they didn't get their own base.
Oh,
It's really hard to get those countdowns when you don't hit your own base.
I was a little late on the self-destruction.
Yeah, I seen that. It was in the water, right?
Yep.
All right, HAXX has finally secured their own base. And now Jstr has followed that up, and they got the countdown, and oh! Damn, we have more Jstr players following up. They had 3 at B ready to go and attack, with 2 HAXX players in basement. Okay, they got B back. And there's a countdown. Unable to hold it. B is very heavy with HAXX right now. Only one pushing forward, but thing is Jstr has... Oh, wait. Okay. Am I getting disoriented here? I just thought that player shot them from their own base.
takes A. Blue team. Blue takes B.
All right. We still have... Okay, there he went. HAXX has been wiped. Well, there's another HAXX player over there in Jstr's base already. We already got more Jstr players following up, trying to
Blue takes B.
get enough players into their base to lock them. I think I'm saying everything backwards, but I'm not. Where am I? I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Great dashing.
Countered.
It really is.
Blue teams.
HAXX has got a nice hold on B right now. Jstr was able to wipe both of them, though. And a third
Red takes A.
as they push off into HAXX's base. Killed by 69. Ooh, nice 69. He's able to get a double pick. That's his third. Fourth. And down. Little does Propaganda know. One's hiding out in their basement, is able to get a countdown.
Takes A.
But one was able to follow up and secure B.
B.
Goes down to Rocky James.
Blue takes B.
And we already have one going into Jester's base.
Blue takes B.
And there's a... Oh, never mind. About to be a countdown, maybe? Alright, Jstr pushing back out. They were able to clear out all the HAXX players. A lot of back and forth on this one. But that can you expect whenever you have two somewhat close, evenly matched teams. And looks like we might be seeing a countdown from HAXX here in just a moment, and there it is.
Red takes B.
Taken out. We got forward presence of Jstr. Wally Ali sneaking around in bottom B. Fiber Crusader's able to pick him off, but he's trying to take on 2 or 3 different players at the same time. I don't know that somebody actually...
Blue takes B.
It looks like somebody took out the other one, but he's unaware of the other player that has snuck into base. Cosign's able to take one of the picks, but there's still one more. I don't know why they went back to B. He gets picked off.
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Red takes A.
And we got another... Ooh, never mind. Thought we were about to have a countdown.
Blue team.
There it is. Countdown for HAXX. And they were unable to get the hold on it. There's still one more up there to keep the count alive. Looks like we got one more countdown with only one Jstr player up. That's a wipe.
Ooh.
Team wins this round.
It's going to be 2 points to HAXX.
We do have
I think we're going to be seeing a double control point in our future.
In 3, 2, 1. Match point.
Jester's playing very aggressive on this round. They pretty much get wiped right out the gate.
Red
Only one left at B from the previous push. It looks like they're now really pushing for the defensive, probably with the early wipe that they had and having to try to hold their base to the oncoming HAXX members. Got a self-destruction from Don't Talk to Me.
Red takes B.
I don't know how many times I've done that exact same thing that you just did.
It just happens, you know?
It really does. Even if you have the dash and you try to dash away, sometimes it just doesn't work out.
B. Red takes B.
about to eat it again, I'm not gonna lie.
Blue takes B.
Don't talk to me seems to be unaware of the... Okay, never mind. He went down.
Blue takes B.
HAXX is clear in their base, but they seem to be searching from someone, so it doesn't look like they are all on the same page of who picked off the guy coming into base.
Takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes B. Counter.
Pushing to B.
Red takes A.
It looks like we might be seeing a countdown from Jstr possibly here in just a second if 2 is able to... Nope, never mind.
Red takes B.
Well, maybe so. We got 4 Jstr players at B right now getting ready to push out.
Blue takes B.
They were not able to make much of it, and HAXX is taking control of B at the moment. They've gotten wiped by the Jstr players. We may be seeing a countdown from Jstr here any second. There it is.
3 countered.
And they were unable to hold it, and HAXX was able to... Well, HAXX has gotten B back.
Blue takes C. Red takes
And pushing up into Jester's base. And there's a countdown for HAXX. Unable to hold it. All the Jstr players are stuck in their own base at the moment.
Red takes B.
There's a 2v2 that just got wiped. There's 3 HAXX players over there B, and another countdown for HAXX.
Red takes B.
Looks like HAXX has lost B, but they have 3 players in Jester's base at the moment.
Blue team scores.
They regained B, and we have 1 Jstr player in their base. And it looks like a HAXX player is unaware that he just pushed straight past him. As they all push into Jester's base.
Red takes A. Blue countered. Red takes A. Blue countered. Blue team scores in 3. Countered. Blue takes A.
Looks like it's just
Red,
their own base that they need to get for a little bit.
red takes A.
And they're... They lost to A. We got 2 people rushing over to B. They get wiped. This is HAXX's chance to try to capitalize on that. There's only 1 hanging out in B, but he's being met, and he's down. They weren't able to make much of it.
B. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
It was an interesting fight. And
Blue takes A.
Jstr just lost their own base. Now we just got to see if these 3 people heading to B can hold that down. And there's a countdown, and unable to hold it.
B.
Jstr takes control of B, but there is still 1 HAXX player hanging out in their base. And he goes down. We have Jester's presence over there in the HAXX's base. But also... Oh, there's a countdown for HAXX. They lose buttons everywhere. Bible Crusader just sniping from C and keeping B from completely being controlled by HAXX.
Blue takes B. Red takes A. Blue team countered. Red team scores.
There's another countdown, but this one's for Jstr.
Scores.
Jester's got another countdown, unable to hold it.
A. Blue takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes A. Red takes C. Red countered. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
A little
Yeah,
bit of
the
rage cover there
frustration.
from
It really
Saboteur.
Red team scores countered.
This is his own server, so
Countered.
And it looks like
Blue takes B. Red takes
looks like Jstr might get a countdown. Yep. Didn't get to hold it, but there's still one Jstr player hanging out in their base with only one HAXX player in theirs. It looks like Jester's getting another countdown.
red team scores. Blue takes A. Blue takes A.
And let's see
Blue takes B.
what just happened there. That was confusing.
Red takes B. Blue team scores and is fully countered.
Jester just needs B to... Oop, HAXX gets a countdown.
Scores in 3.
And with only one player up on Jester, this might be it.
Oh.
And that is it. HAXX takes it 3-0 sweep. And that's the difference between the servers. All right, looking at some of the scoreboards, we have top killing going to 69 with 51 kills. Followed very closely by both Rocky James and UK Maddie, both with 50 kills apiece. And looking at the scoreboards, Rocky James is going to be the one leading and the scoreboard all around with 17,896 points. And Don't Talk to Me be leading scoring on Jester side. And leading kills on Jester side is going to be Humbles. And then the following scores is going to be Rocky James, 69, Lolly Ali, Drevney, and UK Maddie on HAXX's side. On Jester's is Don't Talk to Me, Coastline Propaganda, Humbles, and Bible Crusader. And if I remember correctly, the polls actually did say Jester was going to win that. And a pretty hefty one for that Waterway.
Yeah, it's about.
So that
It was 64% to 35. So.
Yeah. And that brings us down to a double control point now. So we're going to get to see just HAXX's the preferred server first, and followed up by Jester's. And we'll see how close of a match these are going to be. This is going to bring in a little bit of a combination of killing power and objective focus. And I don't see anybody dipping out just yet. I do know that once you start having to see these double control points, it can be very straining on the battery. So hopefully they had some backups ready for this, or had their batteries fully charged prior to going into these matches, because this is going to be one of those that really extends to some time.
It's like either hopefully they charge their battery up all the way, or they have a battery pack.
Or they have some extra battery packs lying around. Or they're charging right now in these little tiny moments of chit-chat.
Go ahead and turn those on while you're waiting.
Let's see. SMG battle between Bible and Rocky. That'll be fun. Yeah, I could see them sitting there in those two little health cubbies apart from each other, diagonal of each other, just laying in across the map fires of SMGs just over the button.
It's like it never stops.
The SMGs are relatively easy to get up on this map, but only one set on each side, though. So if I remember correctly, I only know of 4 SMG spots on this map.
Can't remember.
There may be more. I know there's one like directly to the left whenever you're coming out of spawn, and one directly underneath the sniper ledge as you're going through that first door.
Yep.
And that's of course going to be on both sides of the map. I don't know that there's any other ones.
I'm pretty sure those are it, so. As far as I know.
It should be more like Canyon. SMGs everywhere.
I think they should be required to only play shocks on control point.
That would be insane. There's no shocks on control point though.
Nope. No, it'd be crazy overpowered. Because all you would have to do is just like find a corner and just keep shooting the button.
Keep shooting and shocking at the button just randomly. I'm upset that there's not enough staples in any of the maps. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a great weapon, but
Hey, staples are, I think they're
they can be
undervalued.
good. They are undervalued, and they could be better if they wouldn't have did the damage fall off. But what makes them the most pain in the rear to do anything with them is there's only 3 of them in every map, and sometimes they're spread out very horribly. Usually it's like 1 on each spawn and 1 in the middle, but getting out double staples can be so difficult sometimes. Prediction is Cosine has 4 to 40 KD with 3,500 points. Interesting prediction. Now, is that 40 deaths with 4 kills?
I think that's what that is.
Really? All right. Let's see. This can be a hard vote. I'm gonna tally up mine though, and I'm gonna go with looking between the 2. I'm gonna go with this one. We'll see what happens.
Looks
There
like
we
we
go.
are underway.
We're starting the first of the 2 checkpoints. I mean, control points.
1, go.
Yeah, Cosine going straight into the sniper's ledge. Red gets the first press on the button with an early hold of the center. Maybe not. I may have spoke too soon. There's Rocky James SMGs as the chat predicted. Start to see a little bit more of a control on blue side, but you would think that there'd be a lot earlier grab on this coming from HAXX, though it is still super early. If the game stays this close the entire way through, I think Jstrs may be feeling pretty comfortable whenever they hit their own server. But maybe they'll feel too comfortable.
Blue team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the
We got a nice solid hold here from blue. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
There goes 3 down. Cosine is popping at the moment.
Ooh, taken out by SMGs.
Yes, it was very quickly taken out by Propaganda. HAXX does have a little bit of a hole popping up here, and they need it because they have to catch up. This is their own server, and they really cannot be wasting any of the time on that button. They've almost closed that gap that they started off with. That gap is starting to widen again as Jstr slowly takes control of the button again. There's Bible Crusaders SMGs coming up, but
This is a really dangerous spot for him to be in because he can do a lot of damage.
yes, any of these 4 cubbies over here actually.
Unless he dies
He
immediately.
is able to be, I was gonna say, but he is able to be taken out. And UK Maddie is able to get some stuff up and started.
Good kill.
There we go. Exactly. Looks like HAXX has finally got another good little hold going on here. They're able to hold it. They might be able to catch up and take away from some of that time that they've lost and really, really need to make up. Button holding already. Jstr's starting to really dominate on the other play on HAXX's server as they push out with almost looked like they were going to be at a 20-point lead, but then HAXX is starting to slowly keep them from getting any further. But I feel like a couple more holds like that, we're going to be seeing a very large lead from Jstr by the end of this. HAXX has got to get something switched up before it becomes a little too late.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point.
I was wondering, is like, does he know that the button's blue at the moment? Did not see the other red guy close to button. Oh, HAXX is slowly. Oh, never mind. A lot of carnage going around the button at that moment. We finally got another little bit of blue presence over here by button, but they dispersed pretty quickly and able to still kind of keep a hold of it up to that point.
Just so much more button focus on behalf of Jstr, so
There really is.
you gotta
And
respect it.
They have been holding about a 20-point lead for the last 100 points on each side. They haven't been able to gain any more ground than that. Like, it's been a pretty steady 20 points ahead of the other team. Pretty much since about 80 points into the game, 90 points into the game, somewhere around that area. They'll get a little, then they'll lose some, but it's always stayed right around that range, which really puts you on how close this game actually is. But granted, we are still on the Amsterdam server, which is the preferred server for HAXX. And only about 40 more seconds to go for Jstr, and then they will have this round. But it's not too late for HAXX to take it. It's just becoming a lot harder and harder for them to close the gap whenever it becomes Jstr server.
Oh, they're shielding now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting into those last seconds, and we're going to be starting to see more and more button holding to keep those timer going in the match. But it looks like maybe it started just a little too early on that, because now HAXX is starting to come back and is actually going to take the lead for the first time. Well, never mind. Really close. They got really close to taking the lead for the first time since the beginning of the match.
Oh my gosh.
They're starting to see a slugfest in the yellow. Oh man, that button is switching so frequently at the moment. People just dying left and right. But it looks like we finally see HAXX take a lead on this button again.
Oh my gosh, it is so close right now.
And they may actually take this first control point. But they're only going to have, at minimum, 5 points.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
no.
Is he going to do it?
Oh no. That was dirty. All three of them holding the button. UK Matty just does not have enough in his magazine to take him out.
That was an insane play. Oh my gosh.
So Jstr takes the first control point on HAXX's server with 3 seconds ahead. That is insane. And our top killers for this game is going to be tied with Drevny and UK Matty at 33 kills apiece. And on, I lied to you. Those are the second. First goes to Humbles with 37 kills. At lowest scoring on Jstr's side. But top scoring is going to go to Cosine, who has pressed many of buttons, being the lowest killer on his team and highest scoring at 13,000. That goes to show you that if you want to be the top player on this one, that you do not have to go for kills. Cosine's followed by Don't Talk to Me, Propaganda, Bible Crusader, and one other player, then Humbles. And I'm sorry I did not get the HAXX side, but you got the... Not really. Lolly Ali, Drevny, UK Matty 69, and Rocky James. I was able to get it out just in time. All right, so we're going to see the server swap going over to New York again.
Yep.
There should be all the same players. There should be no player swaps.
Wonder if this one's going to be cosines. Yep.
So is it 4 seconds or 7 seconds? I can't remember. Let me go back and look fast. I think it was 4.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was pretty close.
3.
3 seconds.
247. 247.
So HAXX has to get to 247 before.
HAXX has to get to 247 to win this map. I mean, Jstr only has to get to 247 to win this map.
But HAXX has to get to 300 to win. I think. Is that?
No. That's not how it goes.
Oh my gosh, I forget it.
HAXX has to win, and Jstr cannot reach 247.
Okay.
So if Jstr can't reach 247 on this map, or if HAXX can't reach 248 technically on this map, their home server, then HAXX wins, or it's a tie. If they, I guess what happens if the tiebreaker needs a tiebreaker? What
I
if
guess
they
it's just
both
another
get the
CP.
exact same score? Or would you take like the total scores together?
I don't know. I think it's the total scores.
I was going to say, I would think you would take like the total high scores and see which team performed better, I guess, by kills at that point. Or scores altogether, because even then, like, the amount of button presses still will significantly change your score. But anyways,
we are going.
40. Jstr has to be 247 on this map to take the win.
Yep.
Match starts in 3, 2,
And HAXX has to win.
1, go. Blue team has captured the control point.
And Jester's already starting out with a little bit of lead, but HAXX has maybe, hopefully, got something figured out to keep them a little bit, which, I mean, it was already a very close game. Seems even closer now. As HAXX takes an early lead. If they're able to hold this and taste a little bit of what Jstr had whenever they were playing, maybe the worst server on this map is the ideal server. And There goes that lead as Jstr takes off.
Red team has taken the lead. Blue team
HAXX is starting to do a little bit more of a group pushes, it's what it looks like. It looks like they're really trying to focus and lock in after maybe just some last minute talk throughs of changes to make after watching that first playthrough. And it seems to be working for them. They went in there and had some of Bugs Bunny's special drink right before hopping into this one. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Space Jams. You caught the reference.
captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point.
Ooh, not able to hit the button.
Yeah, that was a miss, but it's a much closer game on this one. And surprisingly, HAXX seems to be doing almost better on this server. That's not their preferred server.
I mean, we saw in the payload that it was sort of even, so.
It was on the kill power. I will say, I think Jstr did have a lot more pushing and holds compared to HAXX. HAXX did play on cart. They double stacked whenever they could, but there was some other things in there. But then the Waterway looked completely opposite to that. And now control point, at least up until we started talking just a few moments ago, was starting to look like that. But Jester's taken a pretty significant lead over the past 20 seconds. Because now they are up by 30 points. Where previously on the other server, they were only maintaining about a 20 point. Now, unless the HAXX starts to lock in just a little bit more, it's starting to look a little bit more grim by the second. But this is a very, very tight game. Any control point that goes within even 10 seconds at the end is a close game in my book.
I'm surprised that Saboteur's lived as long as he has in this spot right here.
Hey, this spot actually works very, very good, but I've never sat there in it that long.
There we go. Someone
There
finally
you
found
go.
out.
Somebody, he got killed 2 or 3 times too many. He was like, oh, wait a second. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. 3 times, though. No way. We are seeing a 50-point lead right now taken by Jstr. And with only 100 more seconds to go. But HAXX has got a little bit of a control of the button, trying to close that gap as much as possible.
Could kill the Humbles.
Nice, nice.
Saboteur back in that same spot. That's so funny.
I mean, if it works, why fix it?
They found him out
Except
again.
for they found him a little too quickly that time, though. I guess maybe he does need to change things up just a little bit. But you know what? Sometimes it will surprise you. People will think like, oh, I killed him. Surely he won't go back there again. Let me prove you wrong. Oh man, Jester's at a 70-point lead at this point, with only 50 seconds to go. Right now, Humbles is a menace. I don't know if you've seen, but he's rocking 34 kills right now. He said, I am not going to be bottom of the leaderboard this time. Jstr only needs about 30 more seconds, half a minute. HAXX is having a hard time keeping a long hold on the button. It looks like they finally got a lot of blue presence around button, but there's still a couple of red ones. With only 7 more seconds, and this might be game here in a couple of seconds. Jstr officially does take the map. 158 seconds to 250. That is going to be a win. 2-1, no, 3-1, technically. Jstr over HAXX. With the leading in kills on this map, it's going to go to Humbles with 39 kills. And on HAXX's side, we got Drevny at 29. Leader on the scoreboard is actually going to go to Lalia Ali on HAXX's side with 8,669 points. On Jstr side, it's going to be Cosine at 8182. Followed by Bible Crusader, Propaganda, Humbles, and then Don't Talk to Me. HAXX's side is going to be Lali Ali, Drevny, Rocky James, 69, and UK Matty. One of the things you'll notice on the scoreboard, though, is Jstr is very evenly dispersed amongst their points, where it looks like HAXX primarily had the one button presser, Lali Ali, while the others tried to maintain everything for him. Or at least that's what the numbers look like they're saying to me. I could be reading that wrong.
Definitely seems like there's a lot more presence on or button presence from Jstr. They're just a very button-oriented team, and it paid off for them. So
it did. That was a very, very good and exciting game. Also, anybody that's still out there on the chat, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also, I believe we have, don't we have a setup for, what was that thing? For the subscriptions or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's the Ko-Fi.
Ko-Fi.
It's a
yes.
Ko-Fi subscription.
There you go.
I wonder.
If you would like to join in on that, please do. It will help us support our page. And then depending on the polls, depending on which one you choose, you can get a shout out into any of our live matches and or a jacket.
I was trying to see if we had a list of our most recent subscribers on Ko-Fi so we could give them a little thanks.
A little bit of a thank you.
A little bit of thanks.
Well, while he tries to figure out who we're thanking for the Ko-Fi subscriptions, I'm going to thank everybody for joining in for today's Dash League match. We do have a few more upcoming matches here. I think there's 3 or 4 more to go. We also just seen Hard versus Grit just finish up right before this one, and I believe there's still 4 more to go for today. But anyways, I will let Jake finish this off after he figures out these last few things.
I don't know where to look, but right now, leaderboard right now is Ditz. He's number 1. And our most recent subscribers are Anonymous. I don't know if that's the Anonymous that plays in Dash League, but thank you, Anonymous. Doll gave us a little bit of support the other day. And Texas Hook'em gave us some. He became a member. Heck yeah. Thanks, guys.
Very
Peppa
nice.
Steppa.
Thank you.
Trying to think. Any words of wisdom for our audience before we cut this off?
Oh, words of wisdom. I don't know about that. Just join in and watch more Hyperdash. We do have the Dash League University if you are looking for actual wisdom instead of taking it from somebody like myself. I am actually there, though, so if you do want it from me, I can help you out there. I'm not going to turn this into something that's a long lesson. But otherwise, thank you all so much for joining. It means a lot to us at the Dash League community. And let us know any of your thoughts.
We will catch y'all on the flippity flop.
Yeah.
Peace.